Jesse Simonton, Brent Hubbs, VolQuest.com. Final press conference, Hayes in the barn, so to speak, today. Both Jeremy Pruitt and Coach Allen, Indiana players, Tennessee players, spoke to the media today. Not a whole lot of news out of there, but what jumped out, what stood out to you when you listened to both those guys today, or both those teams?
Well, I think, for one, probably to start with the whole Jauan Jennings kind of being put to bed. What was he going to say? Obviously, he was going to say it was an unfortunate accident. But the fact that I thought, Jeremy Pruitt went to bat for him so quickly was probably the most notable takeaway from that. The fact that Jauan was kind of speaking on that it was unfortunate, that it was an accident, and immediately Jeremy Pruitt, defended Jauan's character, defended that, that single play and this first half suspension of this bowl game is not representative of the guy and the player that he's been. And Pruitt really overall was pretty gushing in his praise for all five of those seniors and kind of how they laid the foundation. And, he specifically said, our program's in a good place right now, and kind of exuded some confidence for the future while maintaining how important it is for this team, this 2019 season, to finish out on a good note and for them to be where their feet are at.
Well, I thought that was the biggest takeaway for me, is that for everything that they were asked about, it was about today. It was about tomorrow. It was about the game. It was the Senior Bowl question to Jauan Jennings and Darrell Taylor, and both of them talked about, hey, I'm worried about tomorrow, and Jeremy Pruitt not spinning it too far ahead, and talking about being for today. This has felt like a focused team since they've been down here. Now the question will, what does that translate into tomorrow? But this does seem like a team that wants to be here. They've enjoyed some time, but they've also been pretty dialed in.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like I don't think the game itself has a lot of juice, but I actually think Tennessee's team is going to come plenty amped up to play tomorrow. Probably the more interesting comments, frankly, were from Allen and Ramsey, kind of talking about Peyton Ramsey talking about Tennessee, and kind of comparing to some of the similarities to Penn State, talking about Tennessee's big linebackers, how multiple they are on defense. Tennessee's big playmakers, they clearly have a lot of respect for Jauan Jennings, Marquez Callaway. But that's a game, ironically, that Indiana probably should have won. They played really well against Penn State, lost by a touchdown, averaged close to 7 yards of play, almost 500 yards of offense. So we could be, you and I both agree, I think there's going to be some points scored on this field tomorrow night. We could be in for an entertaining game.
Well, I think explosive plays are the key stat to watch. Tennessee, when their offense has been good, they've got chunk plays. They have not driven the ball 12, 13 plays consistently all year long. When they've been a good offense, as most offenses are, it's chunk plays. Tennessee defensively, the back half of the season, has done a really good job eliminating those 20-yard plus plays. I think the winner of that category, defensively and offensively, may go a long way to winning this game.
Yeah, my final teaser here, guys will see this on VolQuest here later this afternoon in our predictions, but Indiana, they've been pretty down the middle of the road on defense throughout the Big Ten, all the different categories, but they rank second to last, tied with Rutgers for allowing 30-plus yard plays. That is not a recipe for success against this particular Tennessee offense.
Yeah, particularly the way Jim Chaney likes to call plays and wants to attack offensively. That's going to do it from inside the field here at the TaxSlayer Bowl in Jacksonville. This time tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, there'll be football action here. We'll have all the coverage for you. For Jesse Simonton, I'm Brent Hubbs, VolQuest.com.